Hey everyone, it's Rob with Passport to the Parks, and today is Thursday, March the 7th, and I'm here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, where we have a little color going through the air. They've unveiled one of the gondolas, and it is a gorgeous yellow gondola. It's currently sitting in the station right across from me, so I'm going to turn you around here real quick, and I will share it with you. We always love to have some more people come on and join us. You can always visit passporttotheparks.com. I really do appreciate that. You can follow on my social media there. It's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you haven't subscribed here on YouTube, I truly appreciate when you do that and hit that bell icon. You can always know when I go live to share all this great stuff with you. I got some people coming on now. I'll start saying hello and we'll turn you around so you can see the, there it is. Let's see, who do I got on? I got a very bright glare on my screen today, so let me see what I can see. Tracy, hello. Let's see, you guys are coming on real quick today. Sam, Rosie, Bobby World, Charles, Todd, Scott, Pasta Fazul, good to see you. Chris, good morning, gonna be here in 12 days. John, hello. Becky, John again, John Hernandez, good morning. Rosie, hey, how are you? Brian, David, good morning. Bill's Odds and Ends, Tim Spence, good morning. Juan, good to see you. Aaron, Kathleen. So the yellow gondola is actually inside the station now, and it's going around the inner track. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it's behind the other gondolas now. We'll wait, it's going to appear here momentarily, and we'll get it coming out. Pretty nice views. When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth. Hello everyone, that is an awesome name. The Tavern Wench blog. How exciting, it feels like the Skyliner keeps getting closer and closer to opening. Yeah, they keep stunning me with the things they're doing. Just when you think they're not going to unveil something else, all of a sudden we see a gondola without the wrapping on. Now, most likely they're just testing the ventilation through it. Fingers crossed that they are not going to unveil all the gondolas. You can see a Mickey gondola right there in front of us, actually. Let me zoom in. Hopefully you guys can check that out through the white tarp. I truly hope that they do not unveil any of the character gondolas. This is just a plain yellow gondola that's going around. They have the ventilation windows open, so I'm sure that's what they're testing. Like I said, I really hope they don't take all of the wrappings off before a grand unveiling, but we'll see. Obviously Disney has something in mind, and they're doing what they do best. Disney Nerd Herders, good to see you. Joe, hey, from New Hampshire. Brian, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Simon, great Skyliner updates. Keep up the good work. Absolutely, I will, my friend. Follow the Bradley's fun. It was so cold yesterday. Yeah, it's kind of chilly here today too. We're going through another little cold front here in Florida, unfortunately. Dropped down to about 39 degrees the other night. But the sun is out today. It's a little breeze, a little cooler. It's about 60 degrees right now, which is actually really nice. Just a nice, bright, sunny, gorgeous Florida day. Elvin, a great birthday present, me watching you live. Well, happy birthday, my friend. Thank you so much for being here on your birthday. Jay, hey, from New York. So it's a slow process. They're moving these gondolas around the inside. They seem to be moving in about 4 or 5 minute intervals. They'll move the gondolas around and stop. Seems to be a little more weight on each one of the gondolas. You can see a little more sag in the haul rope. So they are definitely adding more weight as we go along. You can see this gondola right here has a pretty decent amount of sag in that haul rope. So we know there is some weight on there. Todd, 39 degrees sounds like heaven for those of us in Minnesota. Yo, I totally agree. I know it drops down to some frigid weather. I'm from Ohio, so I know all about that. I'll definitely take 39 degrees. Disney Nerd Herders, gotta run. Keep up the great work. See you later. Absolutely. Keep up the videos there, Disney Nerd Herders. I've been checking some of them out. Looks like you guys are having some fun, so keep up the good work yourself. Follow the Bradley's fun. A plain orange one was unveiled yesterday. Was that here? I didn't see an actual orange one, just the yellow one so far. An orange one would be pretty awesome too, but I haven't seen that with my own eyes yet. You know, I'm actually thinking that my original number of 150 gondolas is a little conservative too. The more gondolas I keep seeing coming in, the more information that I'm seeing come through with different sources, we're going to be seeing more gondolas than just the 150. What they have parked over in the yard at Caribbean right now, what they have on the line here, what they still have to be processed, and all the hanger arms that they still have over at Pop Century. I could lean more towards a high 200, maybe around 250. As far as storage though, I'm not exactly sure if they're all going to be stored over at the Caribbean beach. It seems a little much for the yard over there, but just the number of gondolas that I'm seeing so far, what's already stored over there, and like I said, the hanger arms, and some of the other things that I'm hearing, we may be getting more gondolas than originally expected here, which is pretty amazing in itself, which kind of tells me that Disney is really going to start pushing numbers to try to get, you know, like we said, as many gondolas on the lines as possible. Hey, how are you? Are you watching? You got me on? Cool. Thank you. Geeky Eats. Thanks for all the live updates. You rock, man. Thank you so much. Geeky Eats. Now, what's that all about? Do you eat geeky kind of food? I'm not sure what geek food would be. I probably eat a lot of that. Rick Schroeder, what's the weight limit on these Skyliners? From what I know, the haul rope has a braking tension of 87 tons, which is a whole lot. I believe that it's like 3,500 pounds or something per gondola, basically like an elevator, kind of like an elevator hanging from each gondola. Up to 10 passengers, they're the CWA Omega 4 gondolas, 10 passenger gondolas. Disney's most likely going to put, you know, 6 to 8 people at a time on there, but they are capable of holding 10. Paul, will they open each line at the same time, or is the line going to open before others? That's undetermined as well. They're doing a lot of work on this particular line because it was the first one done. It's the most complete station. So whether or not they'll open this line prior to all the other ones, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think that they will. I don't see the advantage of that. I would think that they'd want to open it as a whole because, you know, they want to get people to the Caribbean beach, and then, you know, not just to dump everybody off at the Caribbean beach. They're going to want to go in different directions. You know, they're going to want to head over to Pop and Art and over to Epcot as well. So, you know, they very well could, again, do the soft openings with this one. All right, we got some movement coming here. I hope they open up as an entire system and not just in pieces. Like I said, I'd be one to really see a grand unveiling for everything. I hope they hold out, open the whole thing at once, you know, unveil all of the wrapped gondolas. That's what I'd personally like to see. Danielle, they are getting a little closer together. You can see about 2 gondolas in between the towers here. There are some wider towers where you'll see 3 gondolas in between, but they are definitely getting closer together. You know, Disney's going to try to push it as much as they can to get these as close together and to get the speed up. All right, so we should see our gorgeous yellow gondola coming along shortly. It's actually in the loading dock right now. Michaela, I can imagine this has been asked a bunch, but when will they be open? They're progressing fast. Disney has still announced the fall. There's not an actual opening date as of yet. You're right, they are moving along very quickly, so we could see something maybe end of summer as far as soft openings, but we're probably looking, I would say, September, October. Joe, my friend, good to see you. Thank you so much. The super chat, $20. Always great to have you here, my friend. You know how much I appreciate that. Josh, and they stopped again. Yes, they did. Like I said, they'll run 2 or 3 gondolas out of here, and then they'll stop. You know, they'll take a look and do whatever they need to do, and move along again. So we'll go take a look at our yellow gondola here in the station. That is very, very pretty. All right, the bell's going off here, so they're probably going to start it up again. All right, they're going to start it up, so I want to be over here to get a nice shot as it's coming out. Got the whole group of people here wanting the shot of the yellow gondola. All right, there it is. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, they'll stop it right there for us. Thank you so much, Doppelmayr. I love you guys. That is beautiful. That looks absolutely gorgeous against that blue sky. So there is some tint to those windows. You can see that it's definitely going to keep the sun glare out of there. That is so pretty. What do you guys think of that? Sorry, I got to get a ton of pictures here. I'll be back to the comments here momentarily. Jason, are they all that color? No, there's multicolors. You can see a couple of yellow ones coming by here. There's an actual green one, a red one over there. I believe there's green, yellow, blue, red, the ones that I've seen. I think I saw a purple one. Interesting to see that some of them actually have wraps on them and some of them don't. Some of them are just plain. Like the one we just saw is a plain yellow one. This one up here looks to be a plain yellow one as well. But the one next to it looks to have a Clarabelle cow in there, which is so cool. I love the retro Disney characters that they're using. Got the Scrooge McDuck one that we saw. I love that Disney went old school with a lot of these. Yeah, that looks absolutely incredible. Is the station fully operational? Operational as in open? No, but operational as in the gondolas are going around, the doors are opening. Both tracks are in service. They're using the front track and the rear track. The rear track, again, is used for loading scooters. Everything is fully operational from what I've seen. This is all just testing phases. This, again, is to test speeds. This is to test the intervals between the gondolas, to see the spacing between the gondolas. They're going to add more and more weight. We can see that this is a good example. They're adding weight to some of the gondolas, but not all of them. Right in the beginning, we saw the major sag that one gondola had, which means it was weighted down. But this one doesn't seem to have any sag in it at all. So they're definitely not at a full load test capacity yet. They're just loading down more and more gondolas as they approach. DVC member Kevin and Teresa, is this the only section of the Skyliner that's testing the stage throughout the entire line? Yes, I do check every time I come. Pop and Art and the Riviera and Epcot line have not began any testing like this at all. I'm anxiously awaiting that. I believe that Pop and Art is probably going to be next to start their testing phases. Robbie, right now they are testing a few things with the ride, brake distance. When they do stop, they are also looking at the haul rope slipping on the bull wheel. All right, there we have another great source of information. So they're testing as they brake, they're testing for slippage. They're also testing for slippage on the bull wheel, which is the wheel that powers the haul rope around inside the station. So that is awesome to know. Josh, my friend, still love watching your updates. Rob, only 82 more days till I come down to Walt Disney World for my 4th visit. Josh, we definitely got to hook up when you get here, my friend. Thank you so much for the $20 to Super Chat. That means so much to me. I truly, truly appreciate that. David, good morning. Let's see, Modeling Disney, any guess on the sag in feet when the load testing? I was told that it's about a 5 to 7 foot sag that we'll see in the rope. We saw a good example of it with one of the gondolas coming in. It had a lot of sag, but this should pull down about 5 to 7 feet. So right now this gondola in front of us really doesn't have any sag at all. So there's probably no weight in there. Other ones have a pretty moderate amount of sag to them, so they're adding weight to certain gondolas. And again, like Robbie said, you know, they may be looking at certain gondolas, you know, when they do brake to see if there's any slip in the grip on the haul rope, to see if there's any slippage in the station as it goes around. So there's all kinds of things that they need, all kinds of parameters that they need to have exactly right before they can continue on to the next stage and then the next stage and so on and so on. Walk down a little bit further. The yellow gondola is still parked down here. Sure, once I get down here, they'll start moving it. Liam, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge open August 29th. That probably is the Disneyland opening date because they were supposed to open in the summer. The Hollywood Studios opening date was scheduled for late fall, unless they've changed that recently and I haven't seen it, but that's probably the Disneyland opening date. Tammy Allison just joining in. This is exciting or what? I am totally excited for this. Every time I come here, you know, when I see these gondolas, these gorgeous gondolas against the blue sky, you see them all the way down the tower line here, all the way into the Caribbean station. And now we see this gorgeous yellow gondola. It gets me so excited. I just cannot come up with the words half the time. It's just new. The changes in Disney. You know, I'm an advocate for change. Some of the things I don't agree with. You know, I've voiced my opinion about the Guardians of the Galaxy, especially. But this transportation system is just unbelievable. It's beautiful, it's practical, it's fun. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff that you're gonna see, all the different colors, the characters, how they can incorporate everything, how it just changes the whole skyline of Disney. I honestly think Walt would be pretty proud of this. I think this would have been something that he would have signed off on. You know, it's progress, it's transportation, it's originally what... Hey, how are you?
I was just thinking about you.
I know, isn't that gorgeous?
They've got one uncovered.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Off or something.
No, they're testing the ventilation system with the vents and everything open.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt you. If you're
No, go
filming
for it, man. Thank you.
I happened to see you again. I goes, oh shit! I wish I was here. I wanted to show them the one that was actually uncovered.
Yeah, I'll find it. Don't worry, I'll be here.
Right on, you guys finally got something to cheer about.
Amen. Baker Mayfield. I got my Brown shirt on, so somebody was giving me the Browns thumbs up. So you can really see how pretty that looks. I mean, we're just going across a concrete parking lot here, and it looks beautiful as it goes through the clearing in the woods, and you can see there's the Caribbean station right down there. So this is not a very long journey at all through here. Zippity Doodad, welcome. Liam, Rise of the Resistance won't be operating on opening day, but Smuggler's Run will be for the Resistance ride to open later through the year. Okay, I think I missed some of this here. Let me, we're talking about Galaxy's Edge. I'll try to go back to find a comment. It's probably pretty far back here. Sorry if I missed it. Scott Petty, was just announced for August 29th. Are we talking, okay, Disneyland is in May now, and so Hollywood is gonna be August 29th. Wow, that is pretty unbelievable. I mean, just seeing the construction, I didn't think they were that far along. I mean, it looks amazing when you see it from the exterior driving in, but it doesn't look like it could be done by August. I mean, that would be a miracle if they really pulled that off. Props to Disney for that. So that is going to be ahead of schedule, which, how are you? So that puts a whole nother perspective on the Skyliner itself then too. So the late summer projection could actually pan out. I was thinking soft openings in late summer, but we could actually have an opening in the late summer. So the fall could be a different projection as well. Or maybe the fact that they may open this line, just the Hollywood line, could be another fact as well. Well, that puts a whole nother perspective on it if they get Galaxy's Edge open by August 29th. That is crazy. Dave, see, the operating dates for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge have been announced. Bob Iger, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Walt Disney Company, shared the dates from the annual meeting of the shareholders. Very, very, very cool. Thank you for sharing that with us, guys. Awesome news. I'm definitely going to look a little more into that. Because again, that totally changes the perspective on the Skyliner here. Ron, they have to have the Skyliner open in July. You never know. I mean, we see what's happening now. If indeed the plan is to open line by line, they could have this one open very easily by July. Tracy, Disneyland opens up in May. Walt Disney World opens up in August 28th. That is absolutely incredible. Menu, woohoo, Star Wars Land opens in summer Disney World. I love it, love it, love it. Melissa Gray, thanks for always having such a thorough update of the gondolas. I've looked at other channels, but yours is always the best. Thank you so very, very much. Really do appreciate all those kind words. You know, I know there's other channels out there that obviously are going to cover this stuff, but I really try to just bring, you know, quality information as I find it out, to share it with you guys as much as possible, give you these great live looks, and, you know, to kind of share it with you guys as a group, as a community. That's kind of what I'm all about here. So I truly appreciate you guys sticking around and checking this out with me and just following the excitement. Obviously, I get really, really excited about this, so hopefully you guys are getting excited too, which obviously by the comments, you guys are just as excited as I am. So Scott Ketching from Omaha, or from Ohana, oh not Omaha, from Ohana, Polynesian. Ohana, my favorite restaurant. Love it, love it, love it. Ohana, Boma. Two incredible restaurants. You have to try Ohana. If anybody has not eaten at Ohana, it is amazing. When they bring you spits of meat, these skewers of meat directly from the fire pit right to your table, and they scrape these steak and pork and shrimp and chicken right down on your plate as much as you want. It's like eating like a beast, and it's so delicious. Ohana is totally awesome. Highly recommend it. Brad, always love the videos from Missouri. Thank you so very, very much. David, I really don't want to try other channels. I love the way you present yours. Keep it going. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Take a quick look at the bus stations here as well. They're really, really coming along with this. Like I said, they've already added the signage. Looks like they've now added the gate numbers in the front. So this is new as well. Looks like they're doing all the electrical work. They're adding some cameras. They've already added the gate signs. Like I said, those black wrap signs. There's fans. Now they've added these lovely looking signs. The gates out front. Walt Disney World transportation. Gates 31 to 40. Very, very cool. Cannot wait for these bus stations to open up. Liam, guest planning to visit Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland Park between May 31st and June 23rd, 2019 will need a valid theme park admission and required to make a no-cost reservation to get in. Wow, you need a reservation to get in. That is interesting. It's actually kind of smart so they don't have a massive, massive overload of people, especially at Disneyland. I don't know how Disneyland is going to handle the volume. I mean, Hollywood is going to be bad enough, but Disneyland, how they're going to handle that extra volume. Obviously, they're coming up with systems to do that. Robbie, it's always cool to see this Walt Disney's innovation of the Skyway has come full circle. Von Roll started it. Now Doppelmayr is bringing back the aerial transportation back to the skies above the Disney park. That is poetic, my friend. I love it. Absolutely. You know, I love telling the Von Roll story. How Von Roll brought designed and built the Skyway at Disneyland and Disney World. Then Doppelmayr bought Von Roll back in the 90s, I believe it was. So now we come full circle. Skyway is back in the form of the Skyliner through Doppelmayr. And it's an amazing piece of Disney history. This is transportation, it's a ride, it's an attraction, it's a sight, it's everything all wrapped into one. Look at how fast these things move. And you are really moving at a fast pace. Again, 7 meters a second, which is about 15.5 miles an hour. And you can see just how fast that actually is. Even from underneath, these things are so pretty. The colors are so vibrant. Let me see, there's I don't know if this is blue or purple. It's kind of hard to tell. I think this is blue. But just seeing how that yellow gondola stands out against the sky, and how all these other colors are going to stand out as well. Mr. Cruise Fever, question, what does the new bus stops open at MGM Studios, Hollywood Studios, or when? Well, we were just kind of talking about that. I mean, they have the signage up. They're pretty much doing all the last touches on this. I could see this opening up within easily the next month, maybe by the end of March. I wouldn't see any reason why they couldn't. All the stations look to be completely done. Like I said, they're just adding the finishing touches. This station just needs a little bit of color still around the top there. You can see they're going to finish that blue streak as it comes along. But all of the stations have all the signs up. I don't see any of the stations that don't have signs. It's just the little finishing touches now. Hey, Michael, welcome. One of those gondolas might be unwrapped. Keep an eye out for it. I know you're just tuning in, my friend. We did catch it at the very beginning. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous yellow gondola. Caught it coming out of the station and going overhead. Got some great shots of it. And it looks even more amazing than you can even imagine. I mean, if you see it on film, you see it on the camera here, it looks so much more stunning to see it in person. I can't wait for all of you guys to get down here and see these gorgeous, gorgeous gondolas going overhead and to finally be able to ride them. Michael from Disboard on Facebook, breaking news, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, August 29th. Yep, we're actually just talking about that in the chat. For anybody that's coming on, everybody's talking about Galaxy's Edge is opening on August the 29th, which is amazing, which again, in turn, puts a different perspective on the Skyliner itself here, which Disney was projecting for the late fall or fall in general. So we could very, very, very well see a summer opening sometime in August for the Skyliner as well. Try to unveil that all at once, even if it's just this particular line coming to Hollywood Studios. Disney is not disappointing at all. They are giving us dates and they're coming ahead of schedule, which is awesome. Thumbs up for Disney. Liam, did you see the new permits for Epcot and a new Animal Kingdom entrance like the one at Hollywood? I know, I've seen everything for Epcot. I heard some things about Animal Kingdom. I haven't seen anything. If you have any kind of details, absolutely share them here. Dave will be there in the last week of August. Perfect timing. Absolutely. If that's indeed the case, it's going to be busy. It's going to be crazy. So I don't know if your definition of timing is good or bad for craziness, but it'll be truly awesome to see Galaxy's Edge open. So it looks like they're doing some painting on the station as well. They're finally starting to work on the station itself. They've been kind of lacking as far as the finishing touches on the station over here at Hollywood. So it's good to see that they're starting back up on that as well. Phil, good point, Rob. They don't need the full line open. Possible that Epcot could still be later since they have a lot of work to do on the International Gateway mess. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. I mean, that Galaxy's Edge news really, really is a game changer. Disney Lovers HP, did you see this do I see this being Operation August 18th through the 22nd, hoping to check it out. Again, we're kind of just talking about this morning with the news of Galaxy's Edge opening on the 29th. That really, really changes the whole perspective for the Skyliner here as far as opening. So we could see, mid to late August for at least this part of the line to open. Because they're going to want to have this open for Galaxy's Edge. I mean, that is the entire point of this system over here. Michael, have I seen the unwrapped gondola yet? We just caught it in the beginning of the video. If you definitely want to check that out. This will get uploaded to YouTube, so you can definitely check out that beautiful gondola, and I'll have some pictures of it, and I'll post it as soon as we're done here. It actually looks like it's made its way all the way down to the Caribbean Beach Station now, so we'll stick around and we'll get it coming back the other way so you guys can check it out coming into the station as well. Mr. Cruise Fever, looks like a link there for the Galaxy's Edge opening dates if you guys want to check that out. Liam, looks like a link for the Animal Kingdom entrance. Liam, also the DVC permits filed for River Country. That is very cool to see too. My fingers are crossed that whatever they do over at in the old River Country sites, you know, they're building that new hotel over there, that they do some sort of a dedication to River Country itself. I don't know if that's part of the permits or anything. I haven't been able to see, but that would be awesome to see some sort of a tribute to River Country itself over there, with whatever pool area that they're doing. David, can't wait to come down again soon. Crazy thing watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs as we're watching the video live stream. Very, very cool. Maybe we'll see a Seven Dwarfs gondola at some point as well. James Cooper, I'll be there September 7th. My guess was good. Yeah, it seems like a really good time to be here now. Michael, you can skip back during the live stream. By the way, I just had a look 28 minutes ago to see the unwrapped gondola. Isn't that gorgeous? Mr. Cruise Fever, that's from West to Orlando. Yeah, it's a local news station here. Live Land Learn. I may be the only one bummed about Galaxy's Edge opening. I have a trip planned for September, and this just took me from a crowd of 4 to a crowd of 10. Yeah, it absolutely will. That totally changes the perspective on people coming down here at the end of summer. Maybe that we're trying to get here prior to Galaxy's Edge, and now Galaxy's Edge is going to basically step a big footprint right in the center of Disney World. Liam, the River Country DVC Hotel. Now, is this different than the what they're building on the River Country site? Did they announce yet another hotel? Or is it just the one that's over on the site where River Country was, over at Fort Wilderness? Robbie, Doppelmayr is loading the cabins with approximately 1,850 pounds of weight. Under full weight, each cabin, when stopped, the ride will bounce between the longest span between towers. So that will be very, very awesome to watch. So 1,850 pounds of weight in the gondola itself. So these things will be bouncing around pretty good once all the weight is on board. Jay, thanks for the update. Back to work. Have a great day at work. Hopefully this helped. Liam, I'll have to check all that out. Check all those out a little bit later. That sounds very cool. Thank you for sharing. Ryan, any thoughts on the re-themes or refurbishments for Rock and Roller Coaster or Tower of Terror as soon as as Galaxy's Edge opens? I know there's been talks about re-theming the Rock and Roller Coaster. I know that they're doing some refurbishments on the Tower of Terror, where they're shutting down one of the elevators and doing the refurb and then shutting down a different one. It's not going to shut down totally from what I've heard, but it's just a refurb. It's not like a re-theming or anything. Rock and Roller Coaster, I heard, was supposed to get a re-theme. I don't personally know the details on that yet. Maybe somebody out there does and they want to share. Extreme Skins 04, Smuggler's Run is the Millennium Falcon ride, correct? Yes, it is. Joe, spending a week at Fort Wilderness in September, hoping it's all working by then. It's definitely looking that way, especially with the Galaxy's Edge news. That totally puts a different perspective on things, like we've been talking about. Dave C, $9.99 with a super chat. Thank you so very much. Much appreciated. Great hearing all the news you share. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. I always do. Extreme Skins, so it really doesn't matter that the Rise of the Resistance opening later, because Smuggler's Run is a big ride which opens on August 29th. Yeah, Smuggler's Run is definitely the one that they're pushing. You get to pilot the Millennium Falcon. I mean, other than riding a Skyliner, what cooler thing can you do besides pilot the Millennium Falcon? Maybe even cooler than riding a Banshee, who knows? Bobby World, I am sure they won't refurb during the madness. They need open attractions. I would agree. You know, they're going to want to draw some crowds outside of Galaxy's Edge. So they're going to want as much open as they can, especially at Hollywood Studios. So like I said, they're doing the refurbs from what I heard on the Tower of Terror, and they're leaving it open. They're doing shaft by shaft. As far as Rock and Roller Coaster, personally, and I've talked about this before, I would love to see a Pixar rejuvenation, expand Toy Story Land into Pixar, and include the Rock and Roller Coaster in that whole expansion and make it the Incredicoaster. You know, who knows what they'll do with that. It's just kind of my geeky idea. It would be pretty awesome. John Kenny, Super Chat, thank you so much. Always love hearing the great news you share. Thank you so much. $9.99 with the Super Chat, John. Thank you so much. Pasta Fazul will be staying at Polynesian. Oh, I'm sorry, at Pop, August 20 through the 27th. Maybe we can get to see Galaxy's Edge early. You never know if you're a pass holder. Sometimes they do the pass holder soft openings for that. So that would be very, very cool if you can. Thank you so much, guys, for the Super Chats. Always, always appreciated. Melissa Gray, I'm more excited about the Skyliner than Galaxy's Edge. Am I the only one? That's a tough one. I am really, really hyped about the Skyliner system here. I think it's beautiful. I think it's amazing. I think it's totally original for Disney. I'm a Star Wars geek, so obviously I'm excited for Star Wars too. I'm a little more nervous about Star Wars just because of the crowd levels. Galaxy's Edge is something that we're just kind of talking about now and that we can kind of see on the outskirts. The Skyliner, I think, is more exciting right now because, you know, you can see it, you can touch it, you can walk up to it, you can be underneath it, you can see everything that's going on with it, so it's exciting. It's a tough question because I think they both have their pros and their cons to getting exciting about. So Brian, I still miss the Monsters Inc. Door roller coaster that we're supposed to get at Hollywood Studios. Yeah, that's one of the things that I've talked about, you know, expanding. Hang on a second. Joe, you have a great radio voice, and I mean that as a compliment. Thank you so very much. I don't know if I can see myself as a radio disc jockey or not, but thank you for the compliment. That's appreciated. But I've talked about expanding Toy Story Land into Pixar Land and moving it through the Star Wars, what is that over there? Now I just blanked out. Oh, the launch bay. Taking it, pulling down the launch bay, designing that into a Monsters Inc. ride, like you just said, have it kind of a 3D simulator ride, similar to like Spider-Man or Transformers over at Universal, where you'd be going through the ending scene at Monsters Inc. with the closet doors and flying through there. I think it would be awesome. And then you know, bring it down. They already have the Lightning McQueen attraction that's going in over there, and then expand it down towards the Rock and Roller Coaster and turn that into the Incredicoaster and just make that whole area back there a Pixar Land. The capacity levels would be unbelievable here if they were to do that, so I don't know if it's really a possibility. You could also add maybe an up attraction in there as well. I mean, the possibilities are endless for in there. Jimmy B. Launch Bay. Yeah, I spit it out. Sometimes I can't make my brain catch up with my mouth, or my mouth catch up with my brain, one of the two. Rick, now we know why the push to get the Skyliner done before Star Wars opens. Yeah, I mean, this is why they're really moving along at a fast pace here. I love getting surprised too. You know, as much as I try to find out and try to get as much information as possible, I love being surprised by things. So, you know, getting news like that about Galaxy's Edge, you know, the wheels all of a sudden just start turning in a different direction, which I love. That just that keeps the excitement level built. See Harrison, hi Rob, I am deaf but just joined in the videos with captions. Very, very cool. Thank you for being here, my friend. So just grab it and let you know my wife is in a wheelchair, and I'm happy that she'll be able to fit through the door of the Skyliner. Absolutely, that is awesome news to hear. Disney is very, very in tune with anybody with the special needs, and they wanted to make sure that this was accessible for everyone. These are the CWA Omega 4 gondolas, an 820 millimeter opening in the doorway, which is about 32.5 inches wide, which is full ADA compliance. And you can see the loading process here. You have the front track, which is where the normal loading will be. People will just walk on and off. And then you have the rear track as well. You can see some gondolas actually back there. And that is where the scooters and wheelchairs will load. So they can stop the gondolas totally back there to give guests as much time as they need to get on board. And then that gondola will just speed up and join the rest of the track and head out onto the haul rope. So I hear the bell sound again, so they're going to start up. And there they go. Mr. Cruise Fever, I bet they'll take the fences down soon at Hollywood Studios. They may. This fence in front of me, once this fence comes down, more and more gorgeous pictures, of course. So they just moved a little bit. They didn't move very much. Brian, I love the new Skyliner system, but come to Disney 28-year-old mom, or it's 28-year-old monorails. At this point, Bob Gurr, the designer of the Disney monorail, calls them duct tape monorails. Yeah, I mean, we're all in agreement that the monorails definitely need some love. You know, there's talks about it. There's rumors going around that the Mark 8s could come at any point. It would be awesome. Obviously, Disney is concentrating on this new form of transportation to expand throughout the Disney property. But those monorails, they definitely need some updating, and I hope that is in the Disney future. Again, it's kind of one of those things that I'd love to see for 2021, where Disney kind of keeps something under wraps. And, you know, for the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom, boom, you see a brand new Mark 8 monorail sitting in front of the Magic Kingdom. I mean, how cool would that be? Andrew, how's the weather in Florida? Gorgeous day today. Just gonna reach about the low 70s. It's a nice breeze, gorgeous sunny blue skies, just a few puffy little white clouds up there. Perfect day to be here in Florida. That breeze is really, really nice. It's a nice cool breeze. Joe, is it possible to get shots over the fence? I don't go too far over the fence. I just raise the camera up a little bit. You're not allowed to, you know, put your camera actually over the fence, and I don't want to disobey any of the rules here. But you can kind of see what's going on up there. So we'll give it a little bit of time here. Hopefully we'll get our yellow gondola to come back. Love to see a nice, pretty blue gondola, Disney, if you're listening, or Doppelmayr. But that's all right. We'll take a gorgeous yellow one. Got all kinds of people coming in today. It's a perfect day to be here. Actually, my friends Ryan and Shannon are here from Ohio, and they're at Epcot today, so I may try to squeeze my way down there at some point to meet up with them. If not, we will definitely meet up and have some fun. We did the bread service over at Sanaa on one of the videos, and that was a lot of fun with them, so hopefully we'll get to hang out and do some cool stuff together. Bird 203, I would call the Skyliner Skyline City. That would be cool. Michael, I'm thinking that the gondola with character wrap is for filming on the ride promo spots and for celebrity appearances, and may stay that way coming out for special events. The gondola without the character wrap. Yeah, that could be the case too. You know, they're gonna love it, man. Baker Mayfield, it's our year. Everybody loves my brown shirt. Keith, will be beautiful at night. Absolutely, these will be gorgeous at night. I'm really hoping that they have a light design on the outside of the gondolas as well. We do know that there's a power supply on the top of the gondola. There's batteries on the top that are powered as they go through the station. So that will run the internal system, the sound system, music, internal lighting. Exterior lighting would be pretty amazing too. I'll take a really good look at this yellow gondola, you know, kind of zoom in on the pictures and stuff and see if we can see any LED lighting or anything around the exterior of the gondola, which would be very, very awesome. So let's see, here is another, oh, is this what I think it is? Is this a pirate? This is a pirate gondola. Oh, Disney, you are not holding back with the awesomeness. Look at this. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's an actual skeleton with a sword, a Pirates of the Caribbean gondola. Oh, Disney, I love you so much. This is so awesome. I thought Scrooge was going to be my favorite, but Pirates might catch up to it. I got to get some pictures here. That looks very, very gorgeous. Can you guys see that when I zoomed in? Michael, dumb question. There are no dumb questions here. Dumb question, but how are they testing the airflow if no one is sitting in the gondola? You know, I don't know what they do. It's just trying to determine what they'd actually have it unwrapped for. They have the vents open. It's just speculation. You know, they could have some sort of a temperature gauging system in there to see what the temperatures would be inside as it sits in the sun as it goes around. Not a very great day to do it today because it is cooler. But you know, they could have some sort of a monitoring system in there as far as temperatures and airflow. You never know what kind of equipment they have inside. Michael had a great point as well. They may just have it unwrapped for you know, filming any kind of commercials or anything that they need to do for Disney itself. I mean, there could be 100 different reasons why it's unwrapped. I just really hope that they don't unwrap any of the character wrap gondolas. I hope that they wait for that. But absolutely no dumb questions here. Hopefully we can all figure out answers together. Boris, last cool night of the year, enjoy Disney. I love the cool nights. When it drops down to 39, it's a little cold for me. I love when it's in the, you know, the low 60s here at Disney at night and right around mid 70s to low 80s during the day. Jason, I wonder if they will be individually numbered. They are. The number on that yellow gondola was like 251 or 256. Now again, I don't know if those are numbered specifically to the amount of gondolas. Like I said, the 150, the original projection of 150 is pretty low from what I keep seeing coming in now. Like I said, there's probably, I bet you there's probably 80 to 100 gondolas sitting over at Caribbean Beach right now in the yard. There's probably at least, you know, I don't want to guesstimate here, but there's probably at least 60 to 70, if not even more gondolas. There could be even 100 gondolas on this line right now. And over at Pop Century, they still have about 10 gondolas sitting unprocessed over there. There's a flatbed of gondolas over at the Caribbean Beach that wasn't processed, plus all the hanger arms. They have probably at least 50 hanger arms still sitting over at Pop Century in the construction site over there. So, I mean, we could be looking at, you know, 200 to 250 gondolas on a conservative basis here. Michael, did you see the new railings and gates in the station? They look awesome. For which station? Let's see, I got some, Robbie, the airflow sensors. Okay, we're talking about the airflow here. I gotta go back. So Robbie is definitely saying the airflow sensors are inside, so that's what they're checking. Go ahead, thank you. Melissa, I could only make out the sword when I zoomed in, not the pirate. I'll try to get a good picture when I'll post that once I zoom in on it and focus it a little bit. But it was an awesome, awesome pirate holding a sword. Very, very cool. So Robbie says, my buddy at Doppelmayr said 350 cabins. So that could be coming from Doppelmayr. 350 gondola cabins now. I mean, that is crazy. I honestly don't know how they're going to store that over at the yard. From what they have in there now, whether or not they're going to store these in different areas besides the yard over there. But just seeing the number, I mean, just the sheer number is well over the 150 that was originally projected. Let me try to go back and find some of these answers here. Michael, you're saying 322 plus, so yeah, there you go. I mean, we could be at that 350 mark, which is unbelievable. I'm just trying to picture in my head where they're going to put 350 gondolas. Robbie, the official Skyliner reporter. Oh, you're saying I'm the official reporter? I'm just repeating a lot of comments here, so. Michael, 250 sounded low for Disney. Yeah, I guess we're getting some pretty solid word that it could be 350, which it's really baffling. I mean, just the sheer number, again, over at Caribbean Beach to store that many, but from what I see, the numbers that are over there now, like I said, and just the numbers that are on this particular line, and again, all the hanger arms that are still waiting for process over at Pop Century. That is, it's pretty amazing. Scott, man, those things are really moving. Are you sure that's only 15 miles an hour? You know, I was thinking that too as they're going overhead. You know, this is the Doppelmayr D line, and that is the specs for this line, is 15.5 miles an hour. Now, again, I've been talking about this the whole time. You know, the more and more people I talk to, kind of says that Disney is really wanting to push the limits as far as gondola spacing and even the speed of the gondolas. So, you know, they could very well be moving faster than that originally projected 15.5 miles an hour. Because it really looks fast. And it, you know, you're standing on the ground, you're looking at something going overhead. It could be, you know, really hard to judge that. But when they're moving, they're really moving fast. I mean, you could see. That is pretty speedy indeed. That's going to be so much fun to ride. Trying to look down the track here to see. I don't see our gorgeous yellow gondola as of yet. Hopefully it's going to come back. At least we got to see it on the way out of the station. Joe, take the covers off already. I know it's exciting. I know we want to see these things uncovered, but I got to disagree. I want these covers to stay on. I was truly a little bit bummed to see this yellow one floating through the air. I can understand what they're doing. Again, you know, they want to test the ventilation. They want to test the airflow. They may be taking pictures. They may be doing videos, celebrity shots, whatever they're going to do with it. But leave these wrappers on until the very end and unveil it, because just seeing, I mean, just the excitement of seeing that Pirates one through a wrapping, I mean, it's going to be unreal. If, you know, the night before they want to open these things, you know, August 28th, whatever they're going to open them, take all the wrappings off and just show this gorgeous, gorgeous Skyliner going through the air all at once. and let people just be amazed by these wrappings. Because every time I think that I've seen the coolest one, another one comes along and just floors me. That Pirates of the Caribbean beach one was unreal. Bird, get a green one in the shot, please. All right, here's a green one. Actually, we'll get a close one here. It's right here. This one doesn't look to have any sort of a wrap on it. It's just a green color itself. There you go, there's a green one. It's almost kind of a teal color. I don't know if we'd really call it green. That's not the blue one, because the bluer one is darker. But it's kind of a teal color. So there you go. Albin, thank you so much for the super chat. $2, truly appreciated, my friend. Do you know how they switch to the back track? I believe there's actually just a sort of an arm that drops down. I don't know if you call it an arm. I don't have the technical term for it. Somebody can answer that in the comments, I'm sure. But it's you can see as it goes along the back track here. It releases from the haul rope. That grip opens up, and there's wheels inside that pull the gondola through. And as it approaches that back track, there's a little arm that kind of drops down, and it just the grip goes over that arm and into the back track, and then there's wheels back there as well. And then the same process as it comes out, there's a little transfer track, and then it comes out onto the main track, and then again that grip reattaches and it comes out. Hopefully I'm describing that right. Either Robbie, Michael, I'm sure you can chime in and give a little better description of that. See, Joseph, don't forget to give a thumbs up, because this really helps the channel out, everyone. Thank you very, very much. Absolutely. Drop a like, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. It's truly appreciated. It will definitely help me to continue to bring these videos to you guys and have a lot of fun. Robbie, it's turquoise, a nod to the Skyway. So this is called turquoise. Which, yeah, I agree. I didn't think it was an actual green, which this must be an old Skyway color. So this is one of the colors that they pulled from the Skyway itself that used to be at Disneyland and Disney World. It's a very pretty color. I'm glad, I love to use the word whimsical. I love those kind of islandy colors like they use through the Caribbean beach, and that's what that reminds me of, that color right there. Joe, love the Hollywood Studios music. Can't wait till July. Absolutely. I could stand here all day and just listen to this. Definitely have to meet up when you come down in July, Joe. That would be awesome. Michael, the gondola floor is level with the platform. Yes. You can see how it has this black edge that comes out. As the gondola goes through, that is completely level. So there's no step up or down. It's a flat level way to walk on or to roll a scooter or a wheelchair on. Tab and Kurt, greetings from Pennsylvania. Awesome. Bird, I wonder what the breakdown experience will be like. Yeah, it's quick. You know, I'm sure they're going to have a system down to where they'll get these gondolas, break them down very quickly, get them off the line and get them stored. Again, Disney did release that video a while back that kind of showed the inner workings over at Caribbean Beach, and you can see some of the transfer track. You can see how they're coming from the yard onto the line itself. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that. It kind of gives you an idea of what the inner workings of the station is. It was really cool to watch. Nemo with Glasses, hey, welcome. Hope to catch you in May. We're 61 days out. Absolutely, I hope to catch you here too. Always a lot of fun. Try to catch up with everyone that I can. Joe, they have a radar gun app for my phone to check out the speed. I'll have to download that and see if I can do that on a little bit of off time and see if I can clock some of the speeds. That would be pretty cool. We were talking about the velocity, or the I'm totally blanking out here. Sometimes I can't spit out the words I need to spit out. But as one of the gondolas goes over the track, you know, you can kind of time in seconds until the gondola behind it goes over as well. It's usually like a 12-second interval between gondolas. You know, they could stretch that down to 11 or 10 seconds, would be extremely fast and extremely close together. But the last time I did it, it was like 12-second intervals between each gondola. And that's not scientific. It's just a, you know, just a stopwatch kind of a count, just to give us a general idea. Pasta Fazool, absolutely 290 people on the feed today. That is awesome. Thank you everyone for being here. It's truly appreciated. Each time I go on, it just grows a little bit more and more. Really makes me feel good to have you all here with me. Robbie, see if I can explain this. There are sensors on the grip. The master computer counts how many gondolas there are, and say every 20 that comes into the station, an automatic transfer track drops. So that it'll judge how many gondolas are actually coming in. Then about every 20 gondolas or so, there's a transfer track that drops to that rear track and puts another gondola back there. I believe that's what we're saying there. See, Wayrez, I know you just dropped the super chat, but it's extremely dark. I'm trying to see it. $1.99 on the super chat. Thank you so very, very much. Always great to see you here. It is so dark on my screen. I'm sorry. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's like a dark blue color with a black print in there. I can hardly even read it. Oh, you're talking about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on August 29th. Yeah, we've been talking about that. That is incredible news. Love to hear that. And again, that totally puts a different perspective on the Skyliner itself as far as opening. If Galaxy's Edge is going to open on August the 29th, then they are going to certainly want to have this gondola system open prior to that. You know, I had been talking soft openings at the end of August. I mean, we could get an actual opening at the end of August now, just based on Galaxy's Edge. Whether or not they'll open this line in particular or all the lines, we'll see. But you know, they're moving along at such a quick pace here. Again, I do not see that yellow gondola coming out of the station yet. Just kind of a bummer. Hopefully they didn't take it off the line down there. But we'll walk a little bit further up here. We can take a look at the tram station that's going in over here. I believe it's going to be a covered tram station and some new security checkpoint. So they're doing a full expansion on the exterior of Hollywood Studios as well to meet up with the crowd levels that they're expecting. Joe, again with the super chat, $20, my friend. You are so generous, Joe. You leave me speechless, my friend. That's amazing. Thank you so much again for the super chat. I always love having you here. It's much appreciated. Joe, you got to go back to work, finish watching tonight. Absolutely. Can't wait to see you here on the next one.
Better eat all your lunch, eh, buddy?
Looks like they have some ceiling fans there as well, which will be nice with the crowds that'll be standing here in the queue waiting to get on. Try to keep it a little cooler for us. Actually heard the alarm again, so I was going to see if they were going to start up. We'll go check this out up here. This is really coming along quickly too. Obviously, they're really going to kick everything into high gear here now. If they're going to meet an August deadline, that is just absolutely unbelievable. Michael, please take another look into the station to see the new railings there. I will. I'll see. I just want to check out these tram stations real quick. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be, hang on, let me get a back view of the Skyliner here. So yeah, they're slowly getting some work done on the outside. Does still need a lot of work done there. But you can see the what should be new tram stations, and I'm assuming a little more of the security checkpoints, ticketing, security, whatever they're going to use it for. But it's a whole expansion that's going on with the front of house. Not quite sure what they're going to do with this building here. If this is going to stay, or they're going to bring this down, if they're going to reutilize it for something else or incorporate it into something. The boat dock should stay as is. Dole Whips and Mickey Bars, Zippity Doodad. Yes, it's for real. Let's see, Zippity Doodad, August 29th. Is that for real? Yep, that's, I guess it just got announced today, so everybody's been jumping in on the comments here that Galaxy's Edge is going to open on August the 29th, which is absolutely insane. Can't believe how far ahead of schedule they are. I personally was saying, you know, as you see it, driving in, you see the progress. I mean, it looks like they have a lot done, but it also looks like they don't have a lot done. And to have it all done by the end of August is just unbelievable to me. So let's see. Let me see if I can see if there's any new railings in there. Okay, I see what you're talking about now, Joe. Or not Joe, Michael, sorry about that. Yeah, you can see the railings are up. You can see right over there. So that is really good to see as well. Hopefully you guys can take a look at that. Norman, when cast members are testing, won't they have to be uncovered? I'm hoping not. Again, you can put people on the gondolas. They don't have to be uncovered to have actual passengers on board. The doors are fully functional. They open and close just fine with the wraps on. So as they go through the station, cast members could enter and ride with the covered gondola across. You know, they don't need to see the views. They don't need to see out. They just want to see with actual people on board. You know, test the systems, obviously test the sound systems, those kind of things, test the weight, you know, test actual people inside as they're moving around, as they're sliding on the bench seats, you know, if they stand up, if they sit down. So it's not about the cast members being able to see out, it's about the data that they're going to actually collect with real passengers on board. So again, just another reason to definitely keep these things under wraps as best as possible. Mark, got to get off here, but the gondola should be starting again any minute. Mark, have a great day. Always appreciated that you're here. Hope to see you again, my friend. Let me try to get back through some comments here. I know I've been walking around. Jimmy B, sounds to me they're going to open some parts and a phase in the rest. Maybe it will just help the rush. There'll be extra crazy with a full opening. you know, that could be the case. We've kind of been talking about that. You know, if they do open, it would be this line that they would open. And with that Galaxy's Edge news, thank you so much. I got another Go Browns there. Yeah, when they open Galaxy's Edge, I mean, they definitely are going to want to have this open, even if it is just this line. Liam, for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, guests must be 38 inches or taller to ride. When it opens later in the year, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance will have the requirements of 40 inches of taller or to ride. Dole Whips and Mickey Bars, it's not going to be complete. It's not going to be completed by August. The biggest ride won't be open. We're talking about Galaxy's Edge there. Norman, when, okay, we talked about that. I'm just trying to catch up on some comments here, guys, sorry. Foster Fazul, how far along is the Caribbean Beach Skyliner station? It still has some work to do over there as well. Again, that's the main central hub. They are constantly working kind of almost day and night over there. I've caught some different times over there where crews have been working all through the night. It's been completely lit up. So they're really working hard over there. It really looks nice. They have a lot of color. They have a lot of the exterior done, so you can tell it really has that open market feel that they've been going for. As far as the interior, you know, I'm sure they do have some work to do still over there. Again, it is the actual central hub, so everything has to kind of correspond through there. You know, they may be still having a lot of work to do with the Epcot side and the Pop Century side, so they haven't started the testing on either one of those sides yet. They are primarily focusing on the Hollywood Studio sign for obvious reasons. I guess, you know, they're focusing on this particular run for a reason, and that reason must be Galaxy's Edge now. Modeling Disney, Rob, remind me again what the interval between the cabins are at full speed. On a normal basis, they should be about 12-second intervals. So as one gondola passes over the tower sheaves, it should be about another 12 seconds for the next gondola to pass over those same sheaves. And again, not scientific, just kind of clicking with a stopwatch there. But that's the normal intervals between the Doppelmayr D line. You know, they may try to push that down a little bit. They may try to speed it up to increase or decrease the spacing a little bit to get those intervals down. So we'll see as we go along. I'll try to clock a little bit more maybe before I go, because they've been moving pretty quick today. They're really snappy today. Liam, Fast Pass will not initially be offered at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. All right, I'm definitely going to have to check out a lot of the information that they're releasing on this Galaxy's Edge stuff. I got to catch myself up with that. That is some huge news. So I appreciate everyone sharing that today. I'm definitely going to check that out when I get home. And my eyesight is not the greatest, but I do think I see Mr. Yellow coming down the line here. It's just coming up onto the tower, so if you guys want to hang out with me, that is awesome. We'll wait for the yellow gondola to get back. We'll watch it go into the station. And until then, we'll just enjoy the gorgeous views here. The gorgeous view of the new restrooms. Hey, they're Disney restrooms, so they're obviously better than any other restrooms. Gorgeous view of the Tower of Terror. All kinds of helicopters overhead as usual. Ciro, hello, welcome. Brian, great to catch you live from Indiana. Thank you so much for being here. Nemo with Glasses, do you think the bus loop will open in May? I think it'll probably be open by the end of March. We were kind of talking about that too. I mean, they're pretty much done. You know, I can't see exactly what they have done as far as, you know, the concrete work and stuff in there, but I'm sure everything is done as far as the roadways in. All the platforms were probably already laid. All the signage and everything is done on all of the stations. Again, they're just doing the finishing touches. They're adding the paint. You can see that, hold on a second here. That person right there is actually painting the outside of the station to match the that bluish green color that they use. So there's no reason I wouldn't say that they couldn't have this open by the end of March. Audrey, have I been in the new restrooms? Yes, I did go in there once. Very nice. Obviously, they're brand new. Disney does a great job at keeping their public restrooms as clean as possible. Mr. Cruise Fever, is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge bigger than Toy Story Land? Yes, absolutely. Toy Story Land is just kind of like the tip of your pinky finger, and Galaxy's Edge is like your entire arm. If you want to compare it to something, it's unbelievable the size of Galaxy's Edge. I think it's like 14 acres or something like that, what they said. It's a massive, massive piece of property. It's actually right back there in that direction. You can see it as you're coming in down like World Drive and back on Osceola Parkway. It is massive. There's huge, massive mountains and rock work and structures and buildings. I'm sure you guys have seen aerial views of it from overhead. It is a huge, huge land that they're opening, and it's going to be extremely immersive. Just the mountain ranges and everything alone makes it look so out of this world. It looks completely like a Star Wars world. I mean, you saw, if you've been down here and you've seen the amazing work that they did with Pandora, if it's anything like what they've done inside Pandora, you know, on that small of a scale, Galaxy's Edge is just going to be unreal. Rosie, hello again. Ryan, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're enjoying Epcot. Still hanging out over here at Hollywood Studios. Hopefully I'll have enough time to maybe squeeze over there to see you guys. But we're currently waiting for our friend the yellow gondola to come back down the line here. When it's actually moving, it moves very quick, but when it stops, they like to sit for a while. Looks like some more links there, Liam, for land preparations underway for Disney Skyliner evacuation points at Caribbean Beach. P-Tier, are they going to build a second Skyliner right next to this one? Is it true in true Disney style to double capacity? No, I don't. I wouldn't see an actual second Skyliner running simultaneously next to it. I would definitely see expansions to other parks in the future, but no, I would definitely not see more towers right next to each other here. At least I hope not. God help us. Pasta Fazool, the size of GE is going to, or sorry, Galaxy's Edge is going to be overwhelming. Not looking forward to the crowds. Maybe that'd be a good time to visit Pandora. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're hoping it's going to draw, you know, from other parks. You know, take away from the overwhelming numbers that hit the Magic Kingdom. Pandora, you know, good luck getting a fast pass to Flight of Passage over there. So, you know, the larger draws over here, obviously, Smuggler's Run is going to be a huge draw over here. So it might take away from some of that stress over in Pandora. I may actually get a fast pass for Flight of Passage. I've been down here for 5 years and still have not gotten a fast pass over there, so I don't try every day, but Sean, we'll have to re-enter the queue. Let's see here. Will we have to re-enter the queue when we switch gondolas at the transfer stations? Yes, you have to switch at the Caribbean Beach. So if you come from Pop Century, you'll have to switch to get over to Hollywood Studios or to Epcot, or vice versa in either direction that you're heading. Joe, Rise of the Resistance will be a major attraction at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, I think they're both going to be amazing. I'm personally psyched about you know, piloting the Millennium Falcon or being a gunner or navigator or whatever the heck my job will be, but that seems like it'll be a lot of fun to do. You can see a news helicopter flying overhead. You get a lot of these. I don't know if I can zoom in on it very well, but most likely a news helicopter kind of hovering overhead. You know, they film a lot of what's going on with the Skyliner. They're probably actually filming Galaxy's Edge right now because that was announced this morning. So they're probably doing overhead shots of Galaxy's Edge to see what's going on there. So a lot of information being sourced out there. Lawn War, guests going to Disneyland will be required to make a no-cost reservation subject to availability to re-enter the land when Galaxy's Edge opens. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from some different people, that they're going to do sort of a reservation process to get in and out, which may be a pretty good idea to try to limit some of the crowds. They have to do something because it's going to be very overwhelming. Toy Story Land alone here, the opening of Toy Story Land was absolutely insane. And that was just for a little Toy Story Land. You know, Galaxy's Edge has more real estate, so you'll be able to get more people through at one time than Toy Story Land. So that'll be pretty cool. It's probably definitely gonna be more of a flow. Hello, how are you? What's an interesting camera? Yeah, it's actually, I'm on a live feed, so you can see through the screen here that there's let's see, there's 300 people watching with me right now from all over the world.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're looking at the Skyliner here. Have a great day. Somebody was amazed by the technology here. Chris, thank you. Will be there on March the 18th. Terry, 2 weeks to go, Epcot on March the 23rd. Absolutely very cool. Have an awesome time when you come. Kelly Clark, hey Rob, great videos. I'm going to be staying at Caribbean Beach Resort in August. So excited. Enjoying the sunshine view from your videos. We have the snow and cold weather here in Ontario, Canada. I do feel a lot of sympathy for everybody up north. I truly do. Again, I moved down here from Ohio, so I know the ice and snow. I dug my way out of the ice for many, many years, and if I can share the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Florida skies with you today, give you a little sunshine, then I've done my job, and it makes me happy to do so. Lawn War, no reservations for Walt Disney World at this time, according to the Disney blog. That's cool. I kind of like that idea, though, especially to start, you know, to have some sort of a reservation system in place. I don't know, I'd have to think about that, actually. So at least Disney is trying to think out of the box to try to figure out how to deal with this. Sean, do we have to get back in line when we switch gondolas? I'm sure there'll be some sort of an internal walkway over there. Probably, you know, something similar to what they do at the for the monorail. You know, you get off and then you'd have to get back in a line. It's not going to be any sort of a priority, I wouldn't think. I don't know the design of the actual walkways over there yet. But they may have some sort of you know, an expedient pathway as you're getting off one gondola to get onto another. We'll see as that process starts. I'll try to figure out exactly how they're going to do that loading and unloading process. I'd love to figure it out by riding it myself. Michael, what was the big news this morning? Big news was they announced that Galaxy's Edge is opening on August the 29th here at Hollywood Studios, and sometime in May now at Disneyland, which is absolutely crazy. That really jumps way ahead of schedule. Bird, what's going to be the fair price to ride? Do we know what the price will be? Let's see, we're talking price. I don't know what we're talking prices here. Sorry, maybe I missed some comments here along the way. We're talking about prices for something. These amazing places. Where are you from? Ohio. I was near Cleveland. I was about 15 minutes west of Cleveland. Chris from Dayton, awesome. Dayton is definitely a lot further south than me, but anybody from Ohio is all right in my book. Gretchen, when will the Skyliner open? We've been talking about that this morning. Disney has originally announced in the fall. Been talking about soft openings through August, but they've just released information this morning that Galaxy's Edge is going to open on August the 29th here. And that puts a whole new perspective on the Skyliner opening. So we could see this particular line going to Hollywood Studios open by maybe mid-August. I would really assume that they'd want to have this open prior to Galaxy's Edge opening. So we could see a late summer opening for this. Andy, hey, from wet England. It's great to see the sun. Definitely soak it in. Look at the gorgeous, gorgeous blue skies here. Liam, Jaleo opening dates set for March at Disney Springs. Very cool. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that too. That looks like it's going to be some pretty delicious food there as well. These amazing places. I was 30 minutes east of Columbus, been in Florida almost 2 years. Very, very cool. It's great that you live down here. Hopefully you have a great time down here, just like I do. Enjoy this gorgeous weather. It's definitely much better than Ohio. I do miss Ohio. I miss a lot of things from the Northeast, but I truly love Florida. I love being at Disney World every day. So it looks like we're on our large delay again. Seems they like to shut down for extended periods of time sometimes with the Skyliner. But I do see that yellow gondola down there. It's still pretty far down there. Unfortunately, we haven't moved very much. But I'd love to share it with you guys again coming in. Still got 300 people on board here, so obviously everybody is still interested in sticking around, so I will stick around with you guys. Well, at least as long as I have charge on my battery here, I will. Bird, I'm wondering if the Skyliner will be free or you have to pay. There hasn't been any announcements as far as paying. We've kind of talked about that in the past as well. Disney has never charged for transportation. I don't see that they would start now. I think it would set a bad precedent. The only thing that we could possibly see would maybe be, if you'd have to have a park admission, you'd have to wear your magic band to enter, have to have some sort of a valid park admission, or be staying on the property itself, be an annual pass holder, whatever, stipulations they would put in place. But as far as charging, I wouldn't see, but they may limit it to, whatever, you would have to prove with your magic band. Or it could just be wide open. Again, they're gonna be, hello, how are you guys? They're gonna be moving a lot of people. And Disney's even trying to push the limits with the amount of crowds that they're gonna get back and forth at one time. So we'll see as we get closer. Christy, oh, you went to University of Toledo. My brother went to Toledo as well. McBeam, hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. Michael, do you think it'll be a path between the trees so you can have the option to walk to the Gondola Resort, Disney Hollywood Studios, instead of the buses? No, they won't have a walking path from the Caribbean beach over here, because you actually have to cross over Victory, which is like a 4-lane, pretty busy roadway. So unless they were to build some sort of an overhead bridge or something like that, I don't see that. But they won't make a walkway. There's no plans for that. There's nothing being constructed for that. So it's either buses or the gondola system right now. Enrique, Galaxy's Edge opening. It is. They announced that this morning, August the 29th here at Hollywood Studios. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, they may have gone to lunch. That could be a great possibility. Maybe they have lunch between 12:30 and 1. Again, Doppelmayr, a very family-oriented company, so they treat their employees well. Hey, I love the chip that you got in your.
Well, that's because I'm Dale.
Oh, because you're Dale. That's awesome. I love it,
Silly,
man.
ain't it?
Very, very cool.
Crazy, but...
Have an awesome day. His name is Dale, so he has a chip in his pocket. That is very cool. That is about the most original thing that I've seen. So we may be stuck here for a little while. My battery is slowly discharging as well, so we'll see. Michael, do you think Star Wars will take the pressure off of Avatar? I do. I think it'll take a lot of pressure off of, especially the Flight of Passage over there. At least I'm hoping that it will. Obviously, this is going to be a huge draw. Disney's going to want to thin out these crowds in different parks. Try to get them over here because they're making so much infrastructure over here. They just need a fifth gate. I mean, to put it bluntly, they need to put a fifth park here already. And whether or not they'll announce that in the next couple years, some sort of a fifth gate here after 2021 would be the perfect solution. They're building all these hotel rooms, and they're building lands inside of the parks, which just puts more people inside of these already crowded parks. So we need a fifth gate. I'm sure it's already in the works. It's been talked about forever. What that fifth gate could be, who knows? A heroes versus villains park, something totally original. There's the whole Marvel thing where they can't use the Marvel characters over because they're already over at Universal. Who knows what will happen in the future with that contract? But a fifth gate would be amazing. Bird, go find one of the hidden Mickeys at the USB chargers. Not quite sure where the USB chargers are out here. I kind of want to stick around. I'll do that at a different time and try to look for that. Where are those chargers at? Let's see, SW Brick 75. We'll be there in 2 weeks. If we see you filming while we walk into the studios, we'll say hi. Absolutely, that would be awesome. Definitely stop and say hi. Hopefully I'll be on a live stream. You can say hi to everybody who's already watching. Liam, I love all the information coming in. Beginning to wonder if you're actually working for Blog Mickey. All these links coming from the Blog Mickey site. I love all the information, but Robbie posted this on Von Roll, the Skyway Facebook group. Let's see, where did you post here? Oh, great update, my friend. So you posted this link. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Robbie. I appreciate that. Love sharing out the link. Always a great way to check out everything that's going on in the world of the Skyway, especially. You can check out VR or Von Roll VR 101 Sky Rides over on Facebook. Awesome Facebook group that Robbie has. Talks about everything that has to do with the Skyway, this gondola system, a lot of other gondola systems all over the world. So a really awesome source of information. So. DK LaRoche, where am I? I am at Disney's Hollywood Studios, right out in front of the new gondola, the new, I can't even talk today, I'm out of words. In front of the new gondola station here, the Disney Skyliner station. You can see the Tower of Terror there in the background. I'm here today because they have an unwrapped gondola that's been going overhead. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gondola. Hello.
How you doing, bud?
Good, how are you? Just on a live stream.
Okay.
Brody, is it?
Yeah, it is.
How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Just vlogging or just talking?
Yeah, I just vlog. I'm here like every day. I know you guys come up and ask me all the time, so it's cool. I don't get anything. I don't go inside or anything like that.
You're perfectly fine. I just wanted to come over and just make
absolutely. Always appreciate the work you guys do. So take it easy.
Have a good one, okay?
Thanks. McBeam, Rob came in late. What color, please? It was a yellow gondola, beautiful yellow gondola that's actually way down there now, just coming out of the Caribbean Beach Station. We got it in the beginning of the video coming out, and it was absolutely beautiful. Michael, we booked August 31st till September 9th for free dining, and now Star Wars will open as well. It's going to be insane, but a nice addition for our plans. Michael, if they don't build a fifth gate, Universal will really be stepping on their toes with the Fantastic Worlds currently under development. Absolutely. I mean, that thing sounds amazing what they're doing over at Universal. So I love the lands. I love the things that they're doing here, but they really need to really think about that fifth gate here. Lawnmower, not going to Disney jail today. Nope, I had my normal securities check. They always do a great job here. Yes, they are always very polite here. Just explain, you know, I'm just doing the vlog. They're doing an awesome job. They come up and they just want to make sure that everything is safe. Absolutely, keep doing that. Keep asking me as many questions as you want. Modeling Disney, those guards should know me by now. A lot of them do, actually. As I come through, a lot of them have seen me a lot before, and they say hi, and you know, you get to know a lot of the cast members and stuff, so it's really a lot of fun. A lot of awesome people that work here. SW Brick 75 would love to get a gondola in between Animal Kingdom and AK Lodge. Absolutely, that would be a great line over there. You know, I think a phase 2 would be awesome to go over, you know, through Coronado Springs from anywhere in this area here to connect over through Coronado Springs into the Animal Kingdom itself. You have Blizzard Beach over there. You have the All Stars, which is another huge set of resorts where a lot of people stay. So yeah, this chopper is still overhead. In fact, it's News Channel 6. You can see the 6 underneath it. So obviously with that Galaxy's Edge news, they are filming all of Galaxy's Edge to see, wow, they're going to open up by August. We need to go take a look at what's going on over there. So it'd be nice to see some of the news footage on that as well. Greg, is Disney getting more strict with vloggers? No, I haven't had an actual problem. You know, they come up and they just ask the questions. You know, I stand out here with a camera and film and do all kinds of, you know, walking back and forth, and I spend a lot of time out here. So, you know, they're just doing their job, just trying to keep people safe. They haven't been strict with me at all. They haven't told me not to do anything or leave or anything like that. So I love the way that they treat us here, and I hope they continue to do so. So no problem at all. Jeremy, just subscribe. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. Chandra, hoping it will eventually connect to Old Key West. Not sure if they'd actually go through those resorts over there. They may run a line down to Disney Springs. I just don't see Disney Springs having the volume that they would need to have a transportation system like this. You know, you need these coming in out of the theme parks themselves to handle a lot of people. Disney Springs has large crowds, but it's nothing in comparison to what the theme parks do. Michael, when Star Wars opens, what do you think the other crowds will be like in other parks? They will probably dwindle a little bit. It won't be extremely noticeable. I mean, you won't walk in there and there'll be, you know, the tumbleweeds rolling around or anything like that. But I mean, you'll see a noticeable difference. It'll be uncomfortable here at Hollywood Studios for a little while, just because it'll be that many people here. In the other parks, we'll see a difference, but it'll be nice. It'll just it'll be like probably going through in January and February, to where the crowd levels are moderate. You go through and it's, you're not bumping into people and you can walk through easily. You still have wait times of 30 minutes to an hour for a lot of things, but you might get lucky and get lower wait times, but it'll just be a more enjoyable experience and not just be, shoulder to shoulder with everyone. Tom Does Disney, hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. Tom, you want the gondola to be open already? I totally agree. SNJ, that weather looks nice. It is gorgeous here today. I thought it was going to be chillier, but it warmed up. It's in the probably low mid 70s right now. And I mean, look at this. It's just gorgeous. This is what Florida is. Palm trees, beautiful, gorgeous blue skies, gorgeous gondolas right against that blue sky. A gorgeous yellow gondola still sitting down there taunting me all the way down at the end of the line. Michael just reported, Iger announced only the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run will be operational on opening day. There will be a second opening for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance later in the year. I did hear that, which, hey, that's cool as well. They want to get it open. A lot of people were probably planning trips to come down here for that opening day at the end of fall. So it's kind of a way for Disney to get a jump and try to get some of the crowd levels through here. And get parts of the park open and then not have such a huge influx of people here around the actual original opening times. That could be one of the reasons behind it. Alicia, yeah, I wish you were here too. It is absolutely gorgeous here. I wish everybody could be here with me today. I'm just standing outside of Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's so much fun to do inside, but I have a lot of fun just standing out here and watching gondolas swaying in a light breeze. This is what does it for me. So obviously it does it for almost 300 people watching with me here today, so that's awesome. Dole Whips and Mickey Bars, can't wait to move back to Florida. Yes, you need to do it. I don't know when you're going to do it or what your plans are, but I encourage you to do so because it is absolutely gorgeous. And here comes another. Nope, that's just a touring helicopter. That's just somebody flying around on a tour. Not another news helicopter. Let's see, Tom Does Disney. Why do you think some gondolas have characters and some don't? I don't have an exact answer for that. I think it's just, I don't know. I think it's just the way they patterned it out. We're up to about a 350 gondola count now, is kind of the numbers that we're hearing now. So, to come up with wraps for all of those might be pretty expensive. So it's just a way to probably keep it fresh. You see some different colored gondolas, and then, whoa, what is this thing? There is a massive. Let me zoom in on this thing. I don't know what that thing is. Can you guys see that? It's kind of hard to see in the screen, but hopefully I can zoom in on that jet. That is a huge jet. It's hard for me to see in the screen, but could you guys see that? I don't know where that thing is flying to, but that thing looks massive. It actually looks military. Wow. Pete's here. I like Gondola. Skyliner plus Gondola. Like I said, sometimes my brain doesn't catch up with my mouth, so the Gondola. Jeremy, any word on the gondolas opening sooner? With that Galaxy's Edge announcement this morning, they're opening on August the 28th or 9th, whatever it was. Yes, the gondolas could very well open mid-summer now. I had always been talking about soft openings at the end of summer, but they could definitely have this line, especially the Hollywood Studios line, open prior to that. I would almost have to guarantee that they would open it prior to Galaxy's Edge opening. The Bomo, if it's on every gondola, then no one would say, look, there's Mickey on every cab. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I didn't spit it out very well, but it just kind of keeps it fresh as it's going by. And even the excitement that I just had, you know, seeing that Pirates of the Caribbean gondola that went by earlier, you know, you just see, you know, just a plain one, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's that awesome Pirates of the Caribbean one. You're like, wow, that thing is very, very cool. So it just kind of keeps you on your toes to see something special. And plus it's like, hey, they're actually moving. I got a 10% battery life here, so hopefully let's keep it moving to get that thing down here. But yeah, and you can also, you know, kind of say, oh, I hope I get this gondola, or I hope I get to ride on that Mickey gondola, or get to ride on the Pirates gondola, the Scrooge McDuck gondola, or whatever. It could be all kinds of reasons behind it. See, in front of the Frontierland, go to the Harbor House, and there's charging outlets there too. You just need to appear an adapter that comes from the camera or phone. I just need the adapter that comes with the camera or phone. Very cool. I will definitely check those out. I love finding hidden Mickeys. Cammie especially, my daughter, loves to go out and look for those. Vincent, I heard only, where'd you go here? I also heard it's only Disneyland and not Walt Disney World. I didn't catch your original comment here, sorry. Disneyland, if we're talking about Galaxy's Edge still, that's opening in May, and Hollywood is opening at in the end of August now. Let's see, happy Canadian guy. Can I get an autograph around Christmas there for 16 nights? Absolutely. I don't know if I can sign an autograph, but I'd be happy to do so. It sounds pretty cool. But definitely let me know when you get here. We'll definitely we'll meet up and we'll hang out and have a great Disney time. P-tier lunch is over. Yes, they finally started moving slowly. Michael, Poppin' Art and Caribbean might open late summer, but Epcot line will have to wait for the Riviera and Ratatouille construction to be finished. Yeah, those are that's good points actually. A lot of construction still with Ratatouille back there, and the Riviera. So Epcot will definitely be the last. Like I said, the next in line is definitely going to be Poppin' Art as far as testing goes. Yes, Kevin, Star Wars is opening on August 29th here. That is very true. It was all announced this morning. Modeling Disney heading back to work on the Skyline 3D model. Thanks for all you do, Rob. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate the email from before. That is awesome. We'll definitely talk a little bit more. Incredible work. I'm still floored by what you've come up with so far. That is absolutely gorgeous. So keep up the great work. See, is it two Tuppy Time Parks and Attractions? Sorry if I'm saying that right or not. How's everybody doing? Excellent live stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Hopefully I said your name right. Eric, have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. David, reservation system will only be used at Disneyland according to the announcement. Okay, very cool. All right, now we're moving. Robbie, off to work. Great updates as always. Thank you, Robbie, for all your great information. I appreciate you being here. P-tier, they make a cell phone case with a battery backup for future videos to triple my time on eBay. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Definitely need to get a little more time. Some sort of a battery backup system here. You know, I'm not used to doing like 2 and 3 hour live streams. It's kind of a new thing for me. So each little moment I build up more and more equipment to try to bring you guys better streaming, better information, better picture quality, all that stuff. So just little pieces at a time. We can all grow here together. Tuppy Time Attractions, that's correct. Very, very cool. Robert, looks beautiful. Let's see, down there today. Can't wait till May 1st when you arrive. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Can't wait for you to get here as well. Hope you have an amazing time. May is a gorgeous time to be here. You're going to get definitely skies like this. Maybe a little bit more rain, but you're still going to have a great time when you get here. All right, everybody. Well, actually, I just I lost the brightness on my screen. I'm down to 5%, so I do apologize. I'm actually going to have to cut this short. I will get some video from my DSLR camera, and I'll put out another video tonight with it actually coming into the station, and we'll have a lot of fun doing that. So, as always, I appreciate you guys being here. I can't even see my button to turn my camera around here. So, thank you again for being here. Follow Passport to the Parks. Follow all the social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you haven't subscribed, please do so here and hit that bell notification, and you can see all my live videos as I come back to you many more times in the future. Thanks for all the great information today, and we'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.